Well, 8 years ago, state lawmakers redesigned an insurance process that was meant to help Texans rebuild after a hurricane. The aftermath of Harvey has certainly put those changes to the test. And a local nonprofit group fighting for some insurance money says the process is flawed. Investigative reporter Jessica Savage has more on that tonight.
On most days after school, the Boys and Girls Club of the Coastal Bend is a lively place. But Hurricane Harvey put a damper on things.
Every time it would rain, all of a sudden a new spot would pop up that it was leaking in, and there really wasn't any room in the facility that didn't have some kind of leaking or water damage.
Kim Barrientos, the club's CEO, filed a claim with the Texas Windstorm Insurance Association. But over the next several weeks, things got worse every time it rained. Water collected in buckets. The gym floor would get so wet it disrupted after-school activities for about 200 children. A few weeks later, Barrientos got an answer about the insurance claim. TWIA denied most of the roof repairs and cut a check for about $150,000, not nearly enough to fix the damages.
And we requested them to come back out and look at it.
And she also noticed glaring problems in the claim report.
I was dumbfounded with some of the things that they had in there. You know, they would oversize a room or undersize a room or call it by a different name or say that it had carpet when it didn't have carpet, it was tile. They came back and acknowledged, yep, those were inaccurate, and that's when they all of a sudden wanted money back.
Money back? Okay, so the Boys and Girls Club has a tough decision to make. Under the law, they have two options. They can accept the claim and go for the appraisal process, or they can fight the denial and go for a lawsuit. They chose to file a lawsuit. In August, the nonprofit filed a lawsuit against the Texas Windstorm Insurance Association. 2 months into it, TWIA reversed itself and agreed to pay the entire amount. They also asked that the lawsuit be dismissed. A watchdog group in Austin says that behavior allows for no accountability.
A terribly complicated and broken system with TWIA. It punishes policyholders wrongly, and it needs to be fixed.
The nonprofit is now asking that TWIA pay for attorney fees, penalty, and interest. The nonprofit's attorney says that's the only way TWIA can be held accountable so it doesn't happen to someone else.
So there's a very good chance at some point that a lot of the purported misdeeds by TWIA since Harvey are never going to see a courtroom in Nueces County.
As of 2 weeks ago, there were 287 lawsuits pending against TWIA. In response to this story, TWIA sent a statement that in part read, quote, "Any concerns about the laws governing policyholders' disputes remedies with TWIA are matters of public policy and best left to the Texas legislature." Jessica Savage, 6 Investigate.